Does it look like I just woke up? It's because I did. I was supposed to film this at 9 a.m.-ish, right? So I woke up at 6. I have to straighten my hair because we're at that stage now where it can be straightened and I have to like straighten it down so it can lie flat with the wig. And I did that and I was just like, okay, I'm ready for my braids. Like, boho goddess me now. Like, I need the boho goddess braids now in brown so I can be hot chocolate Ritz with some braids. Like, I can't do this, guys. I cannot do the hair anymore unless it's braids. That way I can just pull it up in a bun. I don't have to do anything. I'm not trying to do my hair, okay? I know this intro is not about Black Opal, but I just needed to complain for a little bit because we're entering the hot seasons and doing my hair is a no-go. No bueno. We're not doing it here. I'm not doing hair in any sense. I'm getting my eyebrows tinted and I'm getting lash extensions. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it in. Instead of me complaining about how I need to get my braids, let's go ahead and start talking about Black Opal. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the foundation. So again, this is the Black Opal True Color Skin Perfecting Stick Foundation with SPF 15 in it. So this does retail for $14.50, which is very affordable. There are 23 shades, it's a range of 20 or more foundation shades. Now, the only issue I have with this foundation and all of their complexion products, two things. One, it doesn't tell you like the category, the undertone category you're in. So like, oh, this is for, you know, red undertones, neutral undertones, cool undertones, yellow undertones. They don't have that on the site, and I really don't like that because it doesn't help people to understand what their shade is, because that's the basics of, you know, the makeup world, and applying foundations and complexion products is knowing your undertone, right? So I have an issue with that on the site. And then also that there's no skin tone shade match photo. There's like an arm swatch, but there's no face swatches, and I need a face swatch. I need to look at somebody who has similar undertones and overtones to me and be like, oh, okay, this is my foundation, or maybe I should go up a shade or down a shade. The arm swatches, they're nice. I think we should keep them in there, but we also need people and face swatches. So Black Opal, if you're watching this, that's the only thing I would like for you to fix. Well, those two things are the only two things I want you to fix in regards to this collection. Because people need to know where they're set at, what their foundation is and what their concealer is. So the same thing goes for the concealer. The way you look on the site, you can't really tell which family you're in because it doesn't list it. There's a range of 12 concealer shades, which I think it should be extended farther. Now, the mission for Black Opal with this complexion product is meant for people who are of deeper complexions, and for everyone to be covered literally with foundation or concealer, and then also in the shade range category. But I feel like they could even extend it a little bit more. The fact that this is only 12 shades. Let's extend that, Black Opal. Let's extend that. So the concealer retails actually for $10.95, which is again still affordable, and it's a really good concealer. This feels like a moisturizer under your eye. And I'm going to show you the swatch, how good it looks underneath my eye, how it just blends in perfectly. I'm going to be using these all summer for my no makeup, my no makeup, no foundation makeup. That's a lot. That's a very long name. I gotta shorten it. I gotta figure it out. But yes, the description for the brightening concealer is specifically formulated for deeper skin tones. This concealer provides seamless coverage without any ashy or cakey residue. Very true. Perfect for concealing dark circles, blemishes, and discoloration. This concealer ensures a winning result every time, and does. The description is spot on. They did not lie. I just need more shades, and I need, again, face swatches, and I need a description of what undertone class they're all in. Other than that, these are 10 out of 10. This whole collection, 10 out of 10, and you guys are about to see it. So we're gonna start off with the concealer first. This is Hazel Honey, and I also need to add a little bit of moisturizer on my face, so give me 1 second. So this is the Good Molecules Hydrating Gel Moisturizer with electrolytes. I used this in my last video, or actually I don't know when this is going up. I'm still waiting for the green light that we can post, or I have to ask. I'll ask on Monday. Today's Sunday. I'm gonna ask when I can post this. So I leave my forehead out when and like forehead out of moisturizing when I put on wigs, just because, you know, your skin needs to be clean. So I just had to make sure my forehead was okay. We're starting off with Hazel Honey. And look at this concealer, guys. Look, I need you to watch. Are you focused in? Ready? You and me, focus in. Let's lock in real quick. We have to lock in for this. Ready? Do you see how well that matches my skin tone? Do you see how well this matches my skin tone? I'm gonna let it sit for a few seconds because, you know, we let our concealer sit for a little bit, just so that, you know, the coverage does what it needs to do. It gets to the coverage it needs to, and the product won't move around. So if you are new to my channel, this is your first video, letting the concealer sit just a little bit, it allows the product to really get to the coverage it needs to. And also when you're blending it out, you're just not moving fresh product around, because that's how you lose coverage, and then also that's how you make a mess, and we don't want to make messes, not with our makeup. Do you see how well this blends into my skin? How easy it was for this to be blended out? I think I waited like a minute. This concealer, 10 out of 10. Do you see how well it just took away the darkness underneath my eyes, and how well it just blends into my skin? This is insane. Okay, I love Me My Makeup by Mario concealers. Will I be using them this summer? I'm gonna tell you right now, no, I will not. It is a black opal summer. Now, let's get into this foundation stick. So, this side of my face, no primer, no sunscreen, for a reason. I've filmed this already. I think I said that in the intro. So I know how this is gonna go. Actually, I did use, yeah, no primer. We're not doing primer. Again, this is a low maintenance summer. I'm not using primer. I did use this electrolyte moisturizer, and I did use, don't be laughing at me with my Super Goop sunscreen, okay? I did use, because you know when you can't like squeeze it out and you got to go into the tube and get it, that's what's happening here. So I did use the Super Goop Play Everyday Lotion. I did use I did use this after the electrolytes. So I know how this is gonna go, and I absolutely love it. So if you are somebody who's concerned about sunscreen and oily skin, and if it's too much, baby girl, baby boy, baby person, it is not too much. You're never too much. It's never too much. So I'm gonna use this as a primer. I already put some on my forehead, so we're good. And baby, when I tell you, it is beautiful. It is such a beautiful, 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 beautiful finish. Oh, not the lace still lifting. Y'all don't need to see that. I put on the electrolytes. Now we gotta put on the sunscreen. There's hardly any, I'm not giving you the finger, but there's hardly any left. And it's like this weird material, because it was exposed to air, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna do that. Now, the concern will be that it looks too shiny, and it looks like that just because it's sunscreen, but I promise you it won't. I know how this goes. All right, I did this before. This ain't my first rodeo. All right, so you see the difference, concealer here. I also learned I don't set my concealer immediately. I'm gonna throw this away. I don't set my concealer immediately anymore. I actually set it at the very end, because I find that it looks better. All right, so now it's time for the foundation. Actually really not going to be wearing a lot of foundation in the summer, but I think this is great for like any sort of like photography things. I was gonna say photographs, but I think that would have been better than photography things. Things like, you know, you're getting your picture taken, weddings, maybe a date night at night, okay? I'm not wearing foundation during the day. But I think this foundation blends out beautifully, just as well as the concealer. So yes, this side does look glowy and vibrant and dewy, but it's not going to look like an oil slick if you are afraid of that. If you wear sunscreen, and you should be wearing sunscreen, wear your sunscreen. You will be fine. Trust me, you will be fine. So let's do this side with the foundation. I only have 35 minutes left. Do you know you only have 30 minutes? And the blending for the foundation, easy. So easy. I mean, you can use a sponge. I'm not a sponge for complexion products girly, so I won't be doing that, but you definitely can if you are somebody who likes to use a sponge. I prefer a brush. I feel like it blends better. And this is another thing I don't want to worry about, like my lace lifting and moving, and no one has time to worry about these things. Braid me up. We're gonna use a concealer on this side. And we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. And while that sits, I'm gonna show you guys how I use the shade Spice Cognac. So remember when I said in my videos, my past two videos, I'm not doing a lot of concealer down here, or like I'm not putting any product down here because it always moves. The problem was I was putting on too much product, and I know that's so funny considering I always told you guys do a little bit at a time, and I didn't even do that myself, so I had to check myself. I was like, oh, you over here telling these people do a little bit at a time and then build it up, but I'm not even doing that. But I learned that that's what the problem was. So 2 dots of Spice Cognac, you guys are gonna see how well this works together. So let's go ahead and blend out this concealer. Darkness underneath my eyes, where? All right, let's get into this concealer down here. All right, look at that. Look at that. So I'm not gonna set either places right away. I'm gonna do my face off camera, only because I only have 30 minutes left. All right, so it is currently 1:01, and so I'm going to set my face with the Makeup by Maritzah setting spray, as I always do. Guys, get into this face. It's beautiful, this finish. It's so lightweight on the skin. It feels super, super, super airy. The finish is beautiful, and it does have longevity to it, okay? Like, all of this just looks amazing. I do have 2 sunscreen setting sprays. I have the Super Goop one, and then I have the Cooler one. I'm gonna use the Cooler one today, just because I've always used this, and I am going to have to re-up on this or get a bigger bottle because I love this, okay? Even though it does smell like the Sutter Home lemonade wine, the little wine bottle Johns, smells just like it to me. Again, not the lace lifting. Listen, braid me up. I need my braids. I can't do this. I need braids. Ugh. So I'm gonna come back around 8:30. I'm not gonna do like a full 8 hours because I'm not trying to be up that long. I'm very not into that. Actually, I probably will be up because I slept a little bit longer than I was supposed to, but that's okay. So this is the final look. I am gonna go for a walk because it is nice outside today, and then I will be doing a midday check-in, I would say around 5-ish. That's like post-walk. I'm not gonna go for a walk immediately. Maybe go for a walk around like 4:30, and then 5 o'clock check in with you guys, and then we'll close out this video with final thoughts. I mean, I know how this is gonna end. You don't know how this is gonna end, but it's gonna end beautifully. So let me go ahead and just go on about my day, and I will see you guys at a midday check-in around like 5, and then at the end of the video to close everything out. All right, so it's almost 5:30. This is how we're looking. We have some sweat on my upper lip, but look. I mean, barely any product moved. It's not a whole lot. This is my face. This is the sunscreen side. It gives it a glow, which I love. This is the side without sunscreen. You guys know I love me a glowy finish. I'm not a matte girl or a natural finish girl. I love me a good glow. So put some sunscreen, you be good, you be glowing, okay? This is the face. I love it. I love these Black Opal products. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. All right, guys, I am closing out the video super early. It is currently 7:05. And this is my face. Okay, so you guys saw the clip where it did not move, it did not budge, and this face is beautiful. I went for a walk. It is windy, but it's kind of hot a little bit. 75 degrees out. My upper lip did sweat, but it's still on. I think, guys, I think I know the answer. Milk Hydro Grip. My skin doesn't like it anymore. Not for the summer. Also, look at my cute little hair clip. I've been looking up little tutorials so that like when I get my braids and I put them up, I have cute little ways of being cute with my hair up half down. But this is the face. I'm in love. I do like this side a little bit more because it is a lot more glowy. This side is more of a natural finish, which if you're a natural finish girly, you can just literally look like this. I am a glow girly. I also want to get the Pat McGrath setting spray. Did you guys see it? I'm gonna put a little clip up here. Oh my god, I want it so bad. There's obviously so many things I want. Did you guys know Sephora has a 90 item cart limit? I didn't know that because I just keep adding stuff to my cart ready to hit checkout, and I tried to add in I want this because I have a shirt that says Pretty Girls Like Matcha. It's the Laneige Matcha Lip Balm. I couldn't add it to my cart, so I had to go to Laneige's website and put 3 in the cart and then the lip mask, because your girl is a matcha girly the house down, okay? If you give me some matcha with almond milk, do not give me matcha with oat milk. That's why it tastes like grass. Y'all gotta stop getting it with oat milk. I don't care with the matcha supreme. This is like truly my personality, girls. Yeah. We don't do that over here, okay? Almond milk. Now, matcha is part of my personality, but I'm not one of those like pretentious matcha people, because I know one. I don't know of them, but I've had a conversation with one and I was just like, you know, please don't ever talk to me again. And I meant that, and I haven't talked to them ever again because that's weird. But almond milk, just switch up your milks, switch up your cold foams, and yeah, I don't know. I love matcha. I started drinking matcha back in 2023 and I haven't went back since. Oh, I'm 2 years in. I remember it was like March 2023. Anyway, neither here nor there. Black Opal, you did your big one. I could talk all day if you guys let me, but I can't. So thank you all so much for watching. Get these Black Opal products. They will be listed down below. This is what the face is looking like. I'm in love. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.